Okay, welcome to this little approach into Malta. We're testing out Sim Update 13. So far it hasn't been too bad. Been pretty good actually, bar the white dot. It's back with a bang. But the sim seems to be running pretty good, pretty fast. No stuttering or staggering or anything. No stickies. I'm just about to start our top of descent. As you can see, I've got the white dot. Okie doke. So we're doing the flaps for a full landing into Malta. Let's just show you the chart where we are. That's us there. We're going to start our descent any second. Let's get back in the flight deck. Decelerate should come up any second here. Let's see how it goes. There we go, there's decelerate. Now the dreaded white dot, can't even press the button. There we go, finally. There's the engine spooling back, nose going down. Okay, that's us on our descent. We're going down to 190. Let's just check our weather. I've just updated it, we'll just do it again. So we're arriving in the Malta, 12:45 Zulu. We've got winds 180 at 14. Clouds and visibility okay, 29 degrees, QNH 1014. So what I always do is just keep myself up to date, always change that to the QNH, the standby barometer. Let's go into performance. Okay, the winds were 190 at 14. Very hard to press anything with this white dot, so if it goes wrong, blame a Sobo. 190 14, 29 QNH 1014, 29 degrees. Transitional level, flight level is 5,000. Landing speed's 128, approach is 133. Okay, pretty long runway into 13 into Malta, so we'll be doing auto brake 1, low I should say. Okay, we're doing an ILS approach. We'll be hand flying the last few mile. That's us descending nicely. But what I like to do is go on progress, and it keeps you up to date with how you're doing on your profile. At the minute we're only 7 feet above my profile. Okay. Lovely shot of the moon. Well done. Let's see how the rest goes. So our speed at the moment is 260 IAS, sorry, 265 roughly about. We're doing 443, 42 knots ground speed. There's not much terrain in Malta, but we'll put it on just to make sure, just for a little bit of awareness. And the first officer's ND. Okay, let's zoom that out a bit. Put the range out. So we should be at 190 at Asdax, which is 37 nautical miles away. Down to 30. There is the beautiful island of Malta up ahead of me. Let's have a look at my charts, see what we've got. Okay, the ILS approach into Malta. Platform level is 3,000 at Nedox and into Nebon, which is 8.5 miles from Lima, Quebec. I've put it in on the fix info at 9 mile. So we know when we're going to hit the ILS. Okay. We'll go around information's all in. Which is really, it's just a climb on track 132 to 3000, continue as directed, so it's air traffic control directed. This is the runway we're landing on, 13. 10,999 feet. 991 feet, sorry, 3,350 meters. Airport elevation is 231 feet. We'll be going to the terminal here This is all cargo and general aviation. Let's have a look at our parking. That's for parking here where we'll be going. We'll be coming in off Charlie and see what's empty. No ATC today. This is the weather we've got. There's nothing actually showing. Into Malta, it's nice and clear. Kudos to Navigraph, it's really good with the weather map here. You can also do your check on your turbulence. Where's it gone? I've lost it. Turbulence. With your altitude, say 2,000 feet, there's no turbulence. 6,000, nothing. 40, no turbulence on my way in. Looking good. Let's go back to radar. The dark side here, the dark side, sounds like Star Wars, is where the radar's not picking up weather. The lighter side is where the radar's picking it up. As you can see around Europe, you've got your radar areas. What's covered, all the white, the lighter side, sorry. So you can check on your weather. Okay, let's get back to the flight deck. See what's happening. Okay, now I've put a fix in it at Malta Airport with a line running out from the runway. I'll show you that. Fix info, Lima, Quebec. We've got a radial of 312, which is this year, running out. And we'll put a radius in of 9 mile, which is just before the start of the ILS approach, which is around here. Why is that not showing? Let's have a look. Go through the plan, get a bit closer and have a look. That should be a radial there, 9 mile. Have a little peek. Doesn't want to do it today. Put on flight plan. Don't be silly. There we go. There's a 9 mile radius from Lima, Quebec. Okay, let's get it sorted. So we'll come down at 220 at the moment, so we're going to come down more. We'll come down to 100, say 10,000. Get we down. Like I said, our platform altitude is 3,000. So looking good. Always keep checking up on the weather in case it changes. You never know. You never know. Let's change that temperature. I'm sure it was 30 degrees before. Let's go back to, yeah, it's 29, so what was it, 29, the weather's spot on. We've got that in, the temperature. Okay, everything's looking good. We've got live traffic with FSTL. We're using AccuSeasons, Rex AccuSeasons Advanced, which is looking good. Had trouble starting it earlier, but eventually started. Took a good few goes to start it from the desktop. So we're in thrust idle. We're in descent mode and nav. Got my barometer set to 455. Let's pull the range in a little bit so we can check on what we're doing. So there we go. There's my decel there, and where we'll be at 10,000 feet. Let's have a little peek about the charts for a second. Okie doke, everything's looking fine, dandy. We'll look at ILS approach. There's our platform altitude, 3,000 at Nedox. 5132 degrees to Neben, then we'll start with descent into Malta. Sorry, not with descent, but final approach. On landing we should have 4.1 ton on board, which is quite a bit, but it should be over 3 tons, so it's for what go around and what are you in, alternates and bits and bobs, you know what I mean. Okay, so we're descending down to 10. Malta's getting big in the window. It's practically a straight flying. First officer with us again, Odie Jack Russell. He's just looked up at us when I said his name. He's lying on the bed, chilled out. You might get him jump off soon and walking on a laminate floor as he toddles about. Okay, let's check our maps where we are. Going nicely. We have 62 miles to go. As the crow flies, we have 58.4. We're 20 feet above our profile, vertical deviation. Not bad, it's alright. Okay, our first constraint is 3000 at Nola at 220 knots. I'll put the 220 in just to help slow it down. It didn't actually have any speed restriction in there. I'll put it in. 3000 is the altitude constraint. So once we hit this red dot here, we should be starting to slow down to 220. And once we're past Nedox, at the start of the ILS, we'll be down to 180. Should be flaps 2, maybe 1. We'll see. Okay, I don't know if I should do a full Autoland. Let me see how it goes. We'll see when we get closer. Nice views of Sicily over there in the distance. Okay, we're coming down towards 120. So everything's looking good. We've been flying for 1 hour 36 minutes from Valencia in Spain. Nice easy taxi once we land. Just turn off the runway and we're straight on the taxi where we want to be to get into the terminal. Okay. And let's see what we've got. Right. We're down to 110. Flight 10 on the altitude, so we'll take it down to 7. We should be starting to slow down now. Down to 220 knots. No, we'll be starting to slow down there just before. Actually, we'll pull our speed back a little touch. We're down to 250. 240 say for the height speed constraint. There we go, slowing to 240, a little bit slow with that, passing 10,000 feet. Let's get the landing lights on, seatbelt signs on. Still a little bit fast. The speed limit exceeded, that's great, we've sorted that out. So what we've got on my perf. Progress, sorry, we're 434 feet above our profile, but we'll catch that up. Thrust idle. Slowing down to 220 knots. Okay, let's take it down to 5,000. I've caught up on my profile. We're a little bit fast, 250. I've put it back on the managed speed. We'll descend and nav. Alt blue. Okay, let's on the landing system. Sorry, activate approach phase. Douche. Go. We're on the landing system on both sides. 1014 on the QNH. Speed should come down to 220 pretty soon. That's where we're going to be at 5,000, just over 5 miles away. Let's ding the cabin, get them strapped in. So we're on the approach phase. There's the speed coming down. Coming up to 220, we're at 6,400 feet, 6,300. There's Malta. Airport's just over here. Not using any checklists today, just to check out Sim Update 13. Which isn't bad. It seems light and hot. Moving around the flight deck and that. No issues. No stickies or nothing, or stuttering. Just that dreaded white dot, still here. Okay, we're down to 5,600. Let's go down to our platform altitude, which is 3,000. Can't press or pull anything. Okay, 3,000 blue. Coming out to 220 knots. Pretty soon we'll go over flaps 1. We have 32 miles to go. Check things out before we get into there. Have a little peek outside. Whoa, what happened there? That's a beautiful little bird for the day. Malta. She's gorgeous. Very nice, beautiful bird, beautiful library. Okay, let's get back on that flight deck. We're getting pretty close now. Okay, we're down to 3,900. It's on the localizer. We're down to 210 knots. I think we'll go with flaps 1. Slow it down a bit. Okay, that's on the ground spoilers. We've got auto brakes set to low. Seatbelt signs on. Cabin's been dinged. Ding-donged. How are you, Sobo? Sort this white dot out, man. It's a nightmare. I have tried the software from FlightSim.to to stop it. It did work for a while, but it just gave up. Okie doke. We've still got thrust idle. There's the localizer, lock blue. We're down to 3,000 feet, which is our platform altitude. I think we'll have 11 miles to go before we start our descent. Our final approach, sorry. Put the ILS chart on. We're now coming up to NOLA. We're just past NOLA, sorry. We're heading towards Nedox. Lining up nicely for the runway, so that's on the approach. We're down to 180 knots. Everything's going to plan. Listen to them engines, man, amazing. Brilliant sounds from the CFM. Well done, Phoenix. Yeah, let's have a look at our airport charts for taxi. After landing, we should be turning hopefully off on Charlie or Delta or Charlie. Actually, if that's the case, we should go with auto brakes 2, so we can turn off before Charlie. See if we go to right the end of the runway and backtracking on ourselves. So we've got auto brakes 2, we've got glide slope blue, lock green. Okay, we've got 21 miles to go, so we'll stay with flaps 1 for the time being till we intercept the ILS just before. It has turned out brilliant, this Sim Update 13, but like I say, it's the white dot, really annoying. So let's take outside the visuals. Any stickies on it? No, no stickies at all. Nothing at all. Really good, really good. Well impressed so far. This is the second flight of the day, well, first flight, but I've split it into 2 videos. There's my flaps falling down. Nice reflections on the wings. Got my leading edge out, flaps 1. So let's get back to the flight deck. things are going to start getting interesting. Okay, so we've got 18.5 miles to go to touchdown. There's our 9 mile radius. And the ND display. Oh, struggling a bit there. We're zooming. There's the engine throttling up and down. Keep with that speed and altitude. Okay, we've got localizer green, we've got alt green, speed green. Have one final check of the weather, just to make sure the QNH hasn't changed. 12:45, no, it's still the same. 190 at 14 knots, just double check that. 190 14, all the same, it hasn't changed. Okay, we're down to 16.2 mile to touchdown. We have traffic in front of me. Not using ATC today, so I might just turn off. It's 900 feet above me, according to that. He's actually right above me, whoever he is. No TCAS warning yet. Nice little ship there. That was traffic, ship, not shit. Traffic. There's a traffic. We'll turn TCAS off. We'll just make it go around. This is just a look at sim update 13. Okay, so I've turned TCAS off, so we might bump into somebody on the way in. There we go, struggling with zoom again. Whoa, there we went. Did you see that? Easy jet. Don't know what he's doing. Wow. Just missed me. That's why I turned the TCAS off, because we would have to go around. So a little bit glitchy with zooming in and out with a mouse in the flight deck. Okay, we've got 13.1 mile to go. No blurries or anything. There's a runway inside. Okay, that's bringing the range into 10 miles, so we'll see better. There's one 9 mile marker radial from runway 13, is it? Yes, 13. We're across wind at 20 knots at the moment, blown from 177. So it's pretty windy. Lima, Quebec is 109.7. Don't leave that on. And there's the start of the ILS approach. Okay, speed's coming down, it's getting a bit choppy. Can't zoom again, white dot. Oh, white dot is a nightmare. It's a plague of flight simmers at the minute. Can't zoom. Okay, let's go with flaps 2. Still won't zoom properly. Oh, come on. That's it, we've got green glide slope localizer active.
2,500.
Okie doke. Down to 150 knots, sorry, 170, sorry. Recording on a ultra wide screen, 49-inch curved. That's why the plane looks stubby from the outside. I've downgraded the video to the 1920 by 1080 just so it looks better instead of having big black bars around it. Okay, we've got 7.2 mile to touchdown. There's the wind from about a bit. That looks good. Good effect. Live weather. I think we're doing Autoland. See how it handles it. (2,200 feet), descending nicely into Malta. 6.2 mile, let's go with flaps 3, gear down. Blowing around a bit, crabbing nicely into the wind. Looks good with the crabbing. Okay, landing's down, 3 green. And we shall go flaps 4, we're 5 miles from touchdown. So not forgetting my auto brakes too, so we can turn off at either Charlie or Delta. of them engines, CFMs. Okay, we've got landing no blue. This is where we'll do the landing checklist. Let's have a look at Malta. Basic extremely, but it's alright, it's not bad.
1,000.
That's 1,000 feet. Let's get them lights on. Those wheel steering, compress it because of the bloody white dot again. So we're on a full Autoland to test it out. There's the wind blowing around nicely. Looks good. Okay, landed no blue. Beautiful island of Malta. Very basic scenery, but it'll do for now. Nice colours from Red Happy Season Advanced. Whoa. Okay, get yourself back on line, son. Oh,
Speed.
that was dodgy. Very dodgy out. Corrected itself though, I'll give it that. So it'll crab it nicely for the wind, across wind. 20 knots.
Minimum.
Continue.
100.
Perfect.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Flaring nicely.
Retard.
Retard. Throw spoilers up. Reverse thrust, green. 80 knots. Manual braking. Okie doke. Let's take Delta, which is this one here. Slow it down a bit. And welcome to Malta. Seems okay to sim, it's not bad. Let's disconnect the autopilot so we can start steering myself. Rolled out nicely, done a pretty good landing, the autopilot. Okie doke, let's start the APO, boss the switch on. Okie doke. Turn my landing lights off, strobes were on auto, didn't have them on full. Let's tidy up, bring the flaps up, this whole ground spoilers. Get round this turn, we'll turn this nose wheel steering to taxi. Slow it down a touch, 10 knots. That's that, lovely. Looks pretty full today, Malta. Let's see what we can find. Somewhere to park, we'll just take this one. No, we can't take that one, that's from the other way. Couldn't get past there because of the stupid bloody catering truck. Stop the chrono. Doing 11 knots. Okay, everything looks alright. Take them strobes off. Okay, we'll have to go around, find somewhere to park. Let's take this one here. No GSX profile at the moment for Malta. Let's get this one here. Nice Air Italia, nice Lufthansa. Beautiful highway that. Okay, there's an image 777 over there. Let's set parking brake. Engine 2 off, engine 1 off. Should have turned that off before. So that's welcome to Malta. So we're not really bothered about the flying experience itself. It was more about Seeing what's happening with update 13. Turn the beacon off in a moment, just have a look around. With the drone. Well, it pretty much seems okay. One thing I find about Mfs2020, colour saturation, it's totally over the top. But I've used the cool colours from Rex Accusatons Ultimate. That's a beautiful 777 there. Got a Ryanair, Malta over there, Italia, Lufthansa. So anyway guys, that was a little look at another look at Sim Update 13. See what you think. I'm happy with it for the white dot. This can't seem to fix it. Well, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. Let us know your comments on Sim Update 13. I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you chaps later.